It's a new week, and I want you to be the best version of yourself. And guess what? The only way you can be the best version of yourself is by gossiping. So I'm telling you today now to start gossiping. For those that haven't started, please start. This is Gossip Gala, and my name is God's Beauty Israel. As you can see, the lady vibe, aka the lady vibe, aka plenty, plenty, aka gossip body. Again, gossip is important. You understand? With me is the most beautiful. Hey, after me, I can say, okay, she's the next beauty. Understand?
Girl,
Hey,
don't gas me
my
up. Don't gas me up. It's
Yes, I
a
should not gas you up.
Monday.
Right.
It's a Monday. And you know what? As much as I am tired,
How can
it's
you
time
be
to
tired?
gossip. I can't lie.
Tell me what you've been doing during the weekend that is making you tired, because I know for sure that you like sleeping. So I feel
I
like
do love
you
sleeping, but
would have,
like I hadn't got
energized you and all.
yeah, I hadn't got enough sleep last night as I
Ooh.
wanted.
Tell me what
I got like
happened.
maximum like 3 hours or so. I was
Oh,
like
wow.
up doing a lot of work and then completing work that my coach had given me.
Okay.
So there was so much that I had to do, and I was like, you know what, I need to put this aside and go to bed.
Yes, it's
And
important.
I need to go to bed and sleep. But this weekend was quite nice. It was quite
Tell me.
nice. Saturday, just I rested quite a lot. And then what else did I do on a Saturday? I think I was just sitting in, chilling, really and truly. It was just sitting in, chilling.
On Friday or Saturday, rather.
Saturday, yeah,
Okay.
Saturday was just like my chill day
I
and
like
stuff.
that.
While I was still completing some work, but busy weekend, but restful weekend at the same time. And then Sunday went to church, and then again chilling. So that was my weekend. Even though Sunday night was just so tiring,
Chaotic and all.
but it was good. How was yours?
Mine was fantastic. It was fantastic. Even though someone did something very dirty to me. That was on Sunday. So I was very
I'm
busy
actually quite
on
curious
Saturday.
now. Let us know. It's Gossip Gala.
So, I mean, I was so busy on Saturday. I mean, having to work, having classes and all of that. Then on Sunday, so I had like classes for Sunday afternoon. And I know for sure that, I mean, come back from class is going to be very chaotic. I'm not sure I'll be able to stop
get
by,
that.
my barbing salon and all. So I had to call. So I have like two barbers, just like I make mention of earlier. I have like two barbers. I have like one that is very professional. I think it's more like a celebrity barber, but he barbs my hair. Then we have like one normal, regular, guy. One ajegule guy that probably don't know his way around his work sometimes. So I went to him because this other one traveled and he didn't tell me on time. If not, I would have, found like an alternative.
Someone else, yeah.
So I had to go to this one that, I mean, it's more like in case of emergencies, that's why he's there. So I went to him because literally it was an emergency. I know for sure that if I've left earlier, go to like work and all, I'll definitely not be able to, go to the barbering salon again.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to like keep my hair the way it was because it was already getting old, right? So I went to him and this guy did what I don't understand. But I was looking at my hair and it wasn't given. And that's why I had to, so having the week on, it was more like, okay, I don't have a choice but to just put on something.
Yeah.
Do you get? But yeah, that's one out of the many. But I mean, just like I made mention, it was work for me. Work, classes, taking courses and all. That's
But
how
like we've just been working this weekend at this point,
Honestly.
both of us.
See, I'm planning on behalf of next week that I'm going to rest. I don't know even what to do it, but I'm definitely resting.
Yes,
like,
you need
big on
rest.
that. Yeah.
You need rest. Everyone needs rest these days. Once
more.
you've done so much work and it just feels
Tell me.
overwhelming, you gotta have that rest.
It's important.
You gotta have a day for yourself where you just say, nope, not doing no work. Today is me.
Yes, exactly.
Today is me.
That's what that next week Saturday and Sunday is looking like.
Can we get an amen for that?
Amen. Well, all right, straight into Street X. The first tweet I see here says, I went to buy foam recently. I had to fake a call and disappear when I heard the prices. My brother, everything is expensive in Nigeria.
Expensive. I would totally do the same. I can't lie. I'd be
wow.
oh wait, what did you say? Oh, sorry, bye. Like, there's no way. Like, honestly, phones here in Nigeria especially are so expensive.
Yeah.
Like, up to like 2 million, 3 million naira. I'm like,
So not phones or foam.
oh,
Like
foam.
Yeah, mattress
I
and
thought
all.
it said phones.
No, foam.
Still. Either way.
No, but they're actually very expensive because
Either way.
when you be looking at a very small mattress and you be thinking that, oh, this one should just be, let's say, bad as he bad, most say 50K. When you go and hear the prices, you'll be hearing over 100. And imagine for someone that's just got a house new, you know how much it is to like be able to rent and all of that. I mean, you get house, I mean, you probably pay to it because some of this landlord can be very friendly. Then at the end of the day, you're not thinking, okay, how do I start, working in the house and all. I mean, you remember before it came on air, how somebody was telling you how he had to wait to paint. Trust me, if he had the money and he knows that, having to give someone else to do the painting would be cheap, he would have done that.
Yes.
But when you look at it and say,
people will be
let
charging
me do it
you.
by myself, I can do it.
Exactly.
You understand? So I feel like that's really what's going on. Everything is at the uprising right now. Inflation everywhere.
It's
on
so
everything,
expensive. Like wherever you grab, if you want to even grab like something to just eat, something to chop.
Yeah. I like the something to chop.
Just to eat something simple, and it's expensive. You just want to eat something to survive. Just to survive alone is expensive.
It's just like back then, I remember someone having a conversation with someone, and this person was telling me how back then, drinking of Gary then used to be like, if I like, let me drink Gary. I feel like drinking Gary. It comes from that urge. Do you understand? Oh, I have the appetite. I want to eat this. But right now, people drink Gary because money not there. You got to drink calm. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
I know what you mean.
So there are lots of things that's going on in the country, and it's. Do I say it's? Let me use the word. It's amazing because, I would always say, it's amazing if you understand what I'm saying. It's amazing.
Okay.
But let's keep.
But no. Wait. Explain. What do you mean?
Okay, when I say it's amazing, it's the fact that a lot of things are going beyond our control, right? Okay. So you can't control it. And if you come out to speak, they'll probably shut you up. I don't know if you understand.
Yes, now I
understand. So if you look at everything that's going on, you just want to use a very good qualifier and be like, okay, you know what? It's amazing.
Elaboration is so key, guys, I'm telling you.
Moving on to the next story. This one says, fighting sleep in church is a different type of fight for real. Do you agree or disagree?
Is you know what?
For someone that loves sleep, you have to agree.
I'm sorry. It's actually so true. It's really true. Like it depends on if you've gotten enough sleep and everything like that, then you are hyped for the day. You are you're just wide awake.
Right.
But it's different if you haven't gotten much sleep at all. Then you'll be like, the preacher, the pastor is preaching and everything like that, and then you're like, amen. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's actually so bad. I even have some friends as well. When we're sitting together, it's the way it's different with, when I'm wide awake and then I'm feeling someone on my shoulder. I'm like, who's this? And then I'm looking and then this person's asleep on my shoulder. I'm like, Jai.
Nah, don't do that with me.
It's very
Don't do that with me. I'm sorry. Especially when I don't know you, I know. But that's by the way. I feel
but it was good. It was my friend. At least I knew the person. It's good that I knew the person. Because if I didn't know the person, I'm like, hey, who are you? Who are you? But yeah, it's true. It's hard to fight sleep in church as well. Yeah.
It's giving me the devil is at work.
He's at work. He don't want you to hear the word at all.
Work.
He doesn't want you to hear the word at all. And I'm like, yeah.
I feel like it happens a lot of times. And if you ask, I think these are the kind of things I want to hear people's, perspectives to hear. Why are you sleeping in church? You hear people say, oh, it's the handwork of the devil. Some people say, oh, because I chop before I come church. You know that kind of.
I have eaten
exactly.
So when I'm belly full, I fall asleep.
Exactly.
I fall asleep.
But I feel like for me, it doesn't happen to me almost every time. Probably because I'm part of in the choir and also almost every time we're singing. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Even when the pastor is preaching, we have this, solemn worship. Underneath it, just as the piano is going. Yeah. So I don't know about other persons, but it's very rare. For me to be sleeping. I feel like in those kind of situations, it has to be probably I've not slept in a long time.
Exactly.
Yeah, or probably I've had I've been to a night vigil or something and I've not slept.
Or you just had a very busy Saturday and you've just overworked yourself. Or you've had even a busy week and you've just overworked yourself a lot. That even when Sunday comes and everything like that, you want to be filled with the Holy Spirit, but at the same time, you need to be filled with sleep. Yeah.
I like that.
It's very true. It happens a lot in church and stuff like that, which
Yeah.
is why it's important to get a lot of sleep and
Which is
stay
important,
and
actually.
stay healthy and don't overwork yourself
Yeah.
because goodness, you don't want to be caught falling asleep while the while the
The
pastor's
usher.
preaching.
Oh no! You've been to a church where the ushers are very strict. Immediately you want to do that. Hello,
They're
ma'am.
like,
Can you
"Hello,
stand up?
can you stand up?" They've done this at church. It's so
Has
bad.
that happened to you before?
No.
It has never happened to me. But
It's never
when
happened
I
to me.
see-
But when I see people,
I'm always like, wow. The
it's
more
like-
reason why I will not fall asleep. I'm so sorry. The more reason why I will not fall asleep.
like in
Because
the church as well, they make you
Oh, no.
stand. They firstly take away your phone. They will firstly take away
yeah,
your
for,
phone.
for those ones that press
That are pressing their phone, they'll take away your phone, and then if you're falling asleep, they'll make you stand up for the whole service.
Oh no.
It's so bad. I physically cry. I look at them.
But what
and
do you
I'm
think about? What do you think about it? Do you think it's a good
I
thing?
don't think it's a good thing because you're,
Because,
I think you're
you're
just embarrassing.
embarrassing,
You're literally
exactly.
embarrassing them in front of everyone, including their friends. I know
Oh,
their friends
no.
are just snickering at them. They're like, look at that guy.
Oh,
like,
no.
Like, firstly, find yourself a new set of friends. Secondly,
Oh my God.
Secondly,
Tell
it's just really embarrassing for someone because that person could either have social anxiety or something like that, and you're making them stand up. And you never know what that person's going through for them to fall asleep like that.
Anxiety.
Exactly. You never know what that person's going through for you to make them stand up, for them to be like sleeping or something like that. Maybe they got like a sleep. Maybe they're just going through something at home and stuff like that. So really and truly, don't make people stand up while they're falling asleep. You could have made them maybe walk around outside or something like that, take like a fresh air and stuff. But I don't know why you're making them stand up in front of everyone. Like that is just so embarrassing. I would have never come back to church. I would have stayed in the main service.
Oh wow.
I would have stayed in the main service. I would not come to that kids' church again. I would have just stayed in the main service.
Oh wow.
Eish.
Well, I don't know whether it's again because what they are trying to do in essence is for you to be able to focus on why you're here.
Focus
Do you
more.
get- exactly.
But that's not making
So-
them focus. That's just making them feel more embarrassed. Like,
well.
how are they going to focus when they're more focused on other people judging
Yeah,
them?
like, oh my God, that person looking at me.
Like,
now.
this person's looking at me. How are they going to focus on church now when they're feeling more embarrassed about what people are saying about them?
Yeah.
Like, please, guys. I know you guys want to make us children know more about God
No,
and
it's not
everything.
even a children
like
thing.
But
I feel like
or
even
like
in adult church,
I feel like
yeah.
it's more kids than adults, though.
Nah, like I said, I've been to churches where I'm seeing Anosha say,
Like,
"No, ma,
a full-grown adult.
Yeah, you don't they sleep since. You are if you ever stand so that I've seen it. That's what I was saying. Like, what do you think about it? So it's not even like
I even thought it was just kids, really
Yeah.
and truly. Wow.
But at the end of the day, you now see probably the adults. Of course, the person would stand and probably like leave the church, maybe to like walk around or something. I don't know, but I don't know how to feel about. Again, I try as much as possible
You
not to
know
sleep
what?
in church.
It's like, I can't lie, nothing else to say.
All right,
move
moving
on.
on. Moving on to the last one. This one says, if people consistently think you have more money than you actually have, you might have to look at your lifestyle inflation. See, let's not lie. First of all, there's what they call packaging. Understand? Packaging and the mentality of fake it till you make it. You don't have a choice but to look a certain way.
Look a certain way,
Exactly.
dress a certain way, just to make sure that people still think that you have that type of image and everything.
But I kind of get what you're saying because, I mean, if people consistently think you have more money than you actually have, you might want to look at, again, I get it, and it's not really like a good thing. But you see that mentality of fake it till you make it. Don't look like your problem. And I think there was one time I was having a conversation with someone, and this person was saying that, if he has a contract, for example, to give to someone, what billions, right? He will give it to that person that is doing packaging.
Yeah.
That person that looks all kicked together, that is probably borrowing somebody's shirts. Or
Yeah, I know
exactly.
what
You
you
would
mean.
probably want to give, the contract to the person because the person is looking very okay. The person is looking like he or she can accommodate or can take on the project. Do you understand what I'm saying? They forget that it's not really about the packaging or whatever. It's really about if the person can do the job. And according to this person, the person would not give someone that is looking very unkempt, like looking like your problem. If probably your problem is money, you're looking like you don't have money, kind of. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
I know what you
so,
mean.
but
though.
I feel like that mentality of figure till you make it is why many of us are actually living beyond, our means. We are spending more than we are even even
then we
earning.
expect to
Exactly.
spend as well.
Exactly.
It's
Because of
really
that
true.
fake it
I
till you
mean,
make
like
it.
it
But
is very true. Like a lot of people will once they have people that think that they have that, like, you know, lavish lifestyle
yeah,
and
yeah.
everything like that, they would have to keep up with it. They would have to
That's
keep
the
up. They
problem.
will have to keep up with it. They'll be like, oh, what is it? Let's say this TV was like thousands of, let's say thousands of naira, or even a million at this point. And then they see comments of saying, oh, this person spent this much on a TV, like you must be living such a rich life and everything. They're like, oh, now people think I'm rich. Okay, now I have to keep spending so much amount of money
Yeah.
and everything, so then people will still think I have money and all of that, and don't think that I have problems.
You can
Like
imagine.
I don't want people to think that I still have debts to cover. I don't want people to think that I'm borrowing people's clothes, like you said, or like having to ask people for money. Like I don't want it to be that way. And you know, people just really want to keep up with the lifestyle that they
Yeah.
still have currently, so
That's.
they
I feel
don't
like that's because
get judged.
exactly.
They don't get judged.
That's one part, and like I said, I think it's a mentality thing. This, I mean, when you're actually stating of these things now, it made me remember sometime last year when I was going to, give a proposal to someone,
Yeah.
and I remember, I mean, we were on that estate, and I see someone, I mean, person was being kicked out from the house and all. And in my head, I'm like, okay, because I mean, looking at the estate and all, I know for sure that the amount that they'll be spending for, rent and all of these things would be a lot, right? And I was asking the girl with me that, why are they kicking this one out and all, what's going on? And she was giving me narration that, this one I've not been able to pay in the last 1 year. If you hear the amount of, I mean, the person is using to stay in that place, you go,
Yeah.
they ask. And I mean, I get it. And in back of my head, I'm like, bro, if you know you don't have enough money, go and stay somewhere in one bougie area in the mainland. You'll be fine. You don't
You'll
need
be
to be
okay.
here.
You don't have to
but
be
I see
this
that
place.
mentality of, if you're in this place, you'll be able to gather big contracts. Now, waiting they kill all of us. Let's
No.
not lie. Now he's not able to afford the that place again, and he's being
Yes.
kicked out.
And now
Imagine
people will also think
the
that
embarrassment,
people will also
everything.
think that you're a liar as well, because you bring because especially on social media, when you bring your lavish lifestyle to social media and everything like that, people will be like, yes, you're so rich. Oh my God, this person was able to afford this car and stuff like that, and you still can't even exactly pay your rent and all.
I mean,
so then when they see, oh, I'm getting evicted from my home and all, they'll be like, oh, but how is that possible? Like you're able to have all this money and all these expensive like items, everything, and you're getting evicted from your house. They'll have to come clean eventually and say, yeah, I don't have the money that you guys all think I have. I got evicted because I wasn't able to pay my rent and
imagine.
all. So
Ask
at this
the
point,
person
I
deep
feel like
down
people
now.
should just really need to come clean and be truthful with their lifestyle. Even though as much as you want to still seem that you have money and everything like that, honey, if you still can't pay your rent and all, you just need to be truthful, especially if you're a social media type of person. You need to really be truthful about your lifestyle. But people won't do that. People will still want to keep lying on and on until it gets to a point where they just don't have anything else.
It's crazy, man.
And then social media is the only way that they can pay their rents or whatever and all. So it's sad life. It's so sad.
It's a crazy one.
It's
We
very
have
sad.
to first of all start, changing that mentality. If you stay in a very big place, you'll be able to get big contracts.
Yes, no,
in as
that's
much as
not the
there's an
mentality
atom of
you
truth
want.
in it, but if you don't have it, you don't have it.
If you don't have it, please don't lie to yourself.
Let's go on the shop break, guys, to come back with the gist for today. Stay with us.
Hi guys, my name is Debbie Felix, and shout out to Gossip Gala because the tea happens here.
Hey guys, it's your girl Purple Diva, and I'm live here at Gossip Gala. I want to say a very big shout out to Gossip Gala. Peace out.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Now it's time to gossip. The first story here is about Rema. Yeah, it's been long I talk about Rema, actually. Okay, we have here rumors of association with Illuminati makes me lose fans. Rema cries out. Nigerian Afrobeat singer Rema has addressed unfounded rumors linking him to the Illuminati, Fagul, pronounce rubbish, devil worship, and even drinking blood. In a recent interview with Rolling Stone, he expressed frustration over these baseless claims, noting that they have caused him to lose fans who readily believe such stories circulating online. Rema also shared the personal significance of the pendants he wears, explaining that they serve as tributes to his late father and brother. These accessories remind him of his humble beginnings and help him stay grounded amid the chaos of fame. He expressed the importance of remembering one's struggles to maintain perspective. What do you think about this story? First off, I feel like the fact that he has come out to state this is actually very important. But I've not heard people, linking him to all of this. But again, it's him, so he's going to know, given that they'll be tagging him to, the stuff and all. But what do you think about it?
I feel like with these, it's always just rumors and everyone just having, again, their own opinions and everything like that. But you don't have really evidence of him being a devil worshipper or the Illuminati or whatever that is. And the fact that now he lost some followers and everything like that, the fact that you guys now unfollowed him, believe in these baseless rumors.
It just feels like you guys are not...
It shows that people just believe anything that social media really truly says. If you're really a loyal follower of Rema, you would know that he ain't like that, or he doesn't release music like that. He's not portrayed like that at all. And the fact that you guys decide to unfollow him shows that you guys ain't loyal at all, and you're just here maybe because of the looks, maybe because he's all right, or you just decided to follow for just follow reasons and stuff like that. But I really feel like people are just being absolute idiots right now. No offense to them, no offense, but I just really feel like you are guys unfollowing someone for a rumor that is probably 100% not even true, and someone's just saying all these really like unnecessary rumors that are clearly not true. And people are just being absolutely ridiculous on social media. Y'all need to calm down. Like, it's not everything that you believe on social media. Like, please calm down. It's all right.
I feel like when it comes to Rema, there's always been
there's always been
rumors.
something.
Yes.
There's always been something on him.
I remember when he did his own O2 Arena stuff, and how they said, those things that, he came out in a very unique presence. And they're like, what is this one exactly? Is he something? I should know that they coined it down to like witchcraft and all of that.
How?
And he had to come out to say that, no, this is literally like part of the things in Benin, his culture, his heritage, everything like that. So there's always been like problem. Even when he came out with his album, that's last year, right? There was also things around, what exactly is that, his logo? There's so many things
I feel
to
like
it.
people always have one thing to say.
And I don't know why it's always
which gets viral and everything like that. Please, guys.
I don't know why it's always on Rema. Like anything that has to do with witch or Satan or devil, they just point the finger to Rema. Like I'm confused. You guys,
I don't know what's going on with them.
Is it that you guys have an issue?
They have no life. I'm sorry, they don't have a life.
I don't know about that.
I don't know why they keep. I don't know why they keep trying to find little things just to bring Rema's image down. Like you don't need to bring someone's image down just because you're not famous as him. Y'all need to calm down and chill out. Go to bed. I always suggest this. Go to bed. Get some sleep. Get some rest. Maybe you didn't have any rest that day, so it's understandable. It's really understandable. You didn't get that much rest. But guys, y'all need to let Rema rest because he's already had so much trouble already. I don't think you want to keep piling it on him. And you know what? He's so real for responding back.
Of course.
He's so real for responding back.
Because, when you made mention, I like the fact that you made mention of the fact that most of those persons that have, unfollowed him and not listening to his music anymore because of the Illuminati, whatever.
Yes.
I just feel like you guys don't know him.
You guys don't know
because
him.
again, we truly we don't know him, or we only know what he portrays himself
What,
to be on
yeah,
social
what he puts on
media.
the
Do you
media and
understand?
everything
But
like
I
that.
feel like with all the things he has put on social media, there's no need of you having to draw him closer to the whole witchcraft
Exactly.
whatever. And I want to ask, right? Is there a problem with, because I see Rema's growth, I see his evolve and all of that. His sound. I mean, he has been able to own his sound. There's a lot of things going up for him.
Exactly.
So whether they have an issue with growth, you guys should make me understand, because
Okay.
I don't get it.
You know what?
I don't get
You know
it.
what the problem is? Like, people like that have grills or like all these accessories on their face, tattoos and all. People would be like, yeah, that's a devil worshipper right there.
It's
That's
part of
a
Nigerian
devil
problem.
worshipper, and it's not even well, it's mostly Nigerians, but
Nigerian problem.
but most artists and many artists and everything that even have grills and tattoos and everything like that. Why don't you go tell them that they're a devil worshipper as well? Oh, you want to come for Rema only? Well, it's not really only, but most people do it. But I don't know why you're coming for Rema for
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Like,
They probably have an issue
it
with
doesn't
growth or
even make
something.
any sense. Like 1 + 1 is 17, because I don't understand. I'm not even understanding.
Maybe not. All right, so this one is on Asake, and it says, buy a 50 million naira house for your father. Asake's family list demands on video message. There's a lot of things I want to say on this. I just want to pour my heart on the story, but let me quickly read out the details. And it says, Nigerian singer Ahmed Ololade, popularly known as Asake, is currently facing public appeals from his family regarding financial and personal responsibilities. In a recent video, a family representative urged Asake to purchase a 50 million naira house in Isaleko for his father, Fatai Odunsi. He generates rental income for his sustenance, right? Now, the representative emphasized that regardless of external support, contribution from Asake would hold greater significance for his father's well-being. Additionally, his father addressed the matter of Zinat, an 11-year-old girl alleged to be Ashake's daughter. They called the singer to acknowledge the support, both Zinat and her mother, proposing a DNA test to confirm paternity if there are doubts. Earlier last week, Mr. Fatah publicly accused Asake of neglecting him since he fell ill in 2022. In response, Asake shared a cryptic Yoruba freestyle on social media suggesting that his father might be attempting to manipulate him despite his past generosity. So let's start with the fact that there's something going on in this country of recent, and I feel like it's important that we address it. Now, you will see a father or a mother, right? They will abandon their child, at very early age and when this child or children in question become known and popular,
And
they
very
become
famous,
celebrities.
yes.
That's when you now start coming to say,
that's
my
my child,
son.
that's my son, that's my daughter.
Oh God! If I tell you what came to head, you guys, you would definitely not like it.
No,
but
please say.
I hate the sense of irresponsibility. I mean, the fact that they are not aiding or supporting irresponsibility in that sense, I actually find it to be very annoying.
It's very, very
now,
disrespectful.
This guy in question actually abandoned Asake, right, when he was coming up an hour, and all of a sudden you feel like you are someone entitled exactly. Because tell me why? It's one thing to say, oh, Asake should please come and help his father. I understand it. Do you understand? This old father, whatever. I mean, you cannot take that out that he's the father.
That he's
Do you
your
understand?
father, yes.
I understand. But coming out to now come and start stating what you want, I'm confused. Ko, you hear me? Like, what's going on here? Like, what's happening? You are not. I mean, one of the women when they're during the meeting or having the meeting, she was like, "Oh, Asake should please come and get a 50 million naira house for him."
Yes.
In Isaleko, and I even state the place one I want them. The things I hear. Then I went further to say, okay, so they can be able to rent it out for him to be able to get small money for his upkeep, sustaining him, and all of that. In my head, I'm like, where was this man? See, again. In as much as I get these fights for, he's the father, you should take care of him and all. We are somehow aiding irresponsibility. That's what it is. Everybody should own up for whatever. You understand? If he's coming out to state something, we should know that he's coming to beg. We should understand it. But this one where somebody is coming to be, oh, I'm the father, guy want to put them, and I me born you. As me say, I not born you, go there where you there. You see that thing. We need to start working on it. That's not a right mentality. see at all.
Yes.
There's so many other persons that's come out. This is not the first story now, so I'm actually even
You know,
so pissed.
it's very common now. It's really common now that celebrities, when they're so famous, is exactly what you're saying. Like when they're so famous and they're rich, then their parents remember,
That's
I
my son.
have a child in my life.
If I slap you,
Because now I
Don't worry,
have a child in my life. Oh, that's my son right on TV. Oh, he's performing and everything. Okay, let me just go back and quote him. He has needs. He needs to meet my needs. He needs to pay. He needs to do all of this. I'm sorry, but where were you when he was famous?
Yeah.
Where were you when he was building up his fame? You know what? It really annoys me because I don't know why you're gonna start demanding things
it doesn't make any sense
from
to me
someone
now.
that
Come
you
on.
abandoned. I get it. You're ill. You're his father and stuff. And obviously Asake will probably help out his father because of the heart that he has and everything like that. But Asake is so valid to probably not help the father out. I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of valid to do that and say, yeah, sorry, as much as I love you and you're my family, I can't help you when you never helped me.
right?
Like, you abandoned me. What kind of father abandons their own child? Now, I don't understand. Like, fathers would be like, I was not doing well. So and so. I was watching. What was I watching? There was a video of like a daughter and her brother, and the mother was there, and then she was like, the daughter was like, oh, I was hurt by this guy, so on and so forth, and violated, so on and so forth. And when she told the mother said, okay, and lit a cigarette.
Oh wow.
So this is like, so it kind of relates to this because then the father is like, but I abandoned you and stuff. So what am I trying to say? It's like the father abandons him and then realizes that, oh, like now that my son is famous and everything. So with that mother and daughter and stuff, the mother needed him. Just like Asake needed his own father, but the mother kind of dismissed her, which is what Ashake's father did as well when he abandoned him. So it's like when the daughter needs the mother and Asake needed his own father, where was he?
Right.
Where was he? He was not there, and neither was the mother in that daughter's life in that moment when the daughter needed her. So I don't understand the whole abandoning kind of moment, or like I needed to focus on myself. That's the excuse. I needed to focus on myself. I couldn't deal with a child. Then don't have a child. I'm sorry. If you can't deal with the pressure of having a child, then don't have a child in the first place. I'm so sorry. Moving on.
All right. I like the way you said
Moving
on. But I wanted us to also talk a bit about the Zenat in question, right?
Yes.
I did not know that. I mean, this automatically means that Asake is also a father, right? So in as much, like I said, I've literally condemn, the mentality of, people not doing their duties or fulfilling their duties or their responsibilities.
Yeah.
Then when you now find out that this person is not known and popular, or, the person is not making money, you now want to come back and come and do a resolution and all of this.
Honestly, the spirit of entitlement.
So I feel like in his case, you should not allow history repeat itself, right?
Yes.
If they say this girl is your daughter, then I mean, go for a DNA.
Yeah,
so that there's
absolutely.
there's
And then when we know the results and everything like that, whether it's positive
you start
or
taking
negative,
exactly. If it's positive,
then you
know
do
it's
your
your
father
responsibility.
duties and everything like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't really need to get married to the girl. I mean, we don't.
I don't understand
we don't do that here. No, because again, that might be something that have not been outlined here.
Yes.
But it's something that they might want to talk about. You know
Yes.
one thing about people now. Oh, you're not saying that you're picking 11 years old today. So
that's
what's
your
the name?
daughter.
Just
Okay, let's get married.
Exactly.
Let's get married.
So we don't do that here. Do you understand?
I don't really like that at all. I don't like that at all.
Exactly. So we don't do that here. So, but I mean, I'm more on, people taking their responsibilities for whatever thing they have done. So if you know that, I mean, this baby in question, it's your daughter or not, I mean, and DNA will prove it. So you guys should do the DNA so that there's confirmation and everybody takes their responsibility. Simple.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the next
It's
story.
grown. I can't lie. It's grown people. It's grown people doing this. Like, I know you should have had sense, like, while you're
Right.
growing.
Oh, wow.
You should have sense while you're growing. But obviously, people just don't want to grow at all. So Moving on to the next topic.
Moving on to the next one. This one says, beauty isn't rare anymore. People buy it. And this is said by Mary Njoko, as she tells women. I'm not going to lie. I feel like this is something that is going on now. Let me just quickly read this. We really don't have time. And it says, Nigerian actress and filmmaker Mary recently addressed the importance of prioritizing intelligence and personal development over physical beauty. On March 14th, 2025, she shared her perspective on Instagram, emphasizing that while physical beauty can be enhanced through financial means, intellectual growth and skill development is invaluable and cannot be purchased. I'm not going to lie, she's actually stating the truth. Now, Njoko highlighted the increased accessibility of cosmetics procedures such as Brazilian butt lift, that's the BBL, noting that these enhancements have become commonplace. She cautioned that focusing solely on physical appearance without investing in one's intellect can lead to superficiality, right? She stated, while you can buy a new body, you can't buy a new brain. I love it. I feel like that's the highlights for me. You can buy a new body, but you can't buy a new brain. And I like this because it's important that we start emphasizing all of these things. Because I think it's also part of the culture. I'm so sorry. I was having a conversation with someone, and I said, there's no how I want to talk about many things in this country without taking it back to the culture. Because you see that mentality of you have to be beautiful, you have to be a certain way. You see somebody's nose, you're not okay with it. You want to tell the person that your nose is big. I don't know why you think it's important. You understand? But that's where it starts from. And that's where you now see somebody now say, I have low self-esteem in this. I want to go and work on this enough for me to be perfect. What makes you think that's not perfect? Do you understand?
I get what you mean.
Think this is not perfect?
Yes.
So again, it's taking it back to the fact that we see things that's really not our business, but we always want to, talk about it. We always want to put our 2 cents on it. I mean, this baby is looking beautiful. Why are you trying to tell her
so
that
what
your
are you
lips are
trying
a
to say?
bit
Exactly.
more? What's your business? Do you understand? So by the time we start working on this, I mean, I feel like a whole lot of these procedures will actually, go down a bit. And you see that mentality of, God gave me money. This is from the last guy that did rhinoplasty. What's his name again?
I even forgot that guy's name, but he was doing all of this and all these procedures.
Yeah.
He even wanted more.
Tell me,
but like
Zikaloma, right? Because I just remember now, and if you remember the last time, I mean, the time we was interviewed and all, and he's like, if God knows say I go do, and then you can give me money. What a nonsense mentality that
such a nonsense statement.
I feel like it's important to emphasize that in as much as you're doing all the beauty, whatever, which is, I mean, not a problem for me. If you like, do whatever, that's your business. Also note that while you're doing that, also involve yourself in certain skills.
Have the brains.
Again, taking it back to the culture, because we already have the mentality of you have the funds, you are who you are big, you are this, you are that. They forget that you are supposed to be, these persons are supposed to be impacting to the society. That's the only time you can see that, this person is actually a successful person. But once you see somebody with a car, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to shoot myself on the leg as well. Once you see somebody with a Rolls Royce or whatever, you automatically think that this person is successful. I'm not saying that person is not successful, but I feel like you should also look at the impact the person is, making to the society for us to come to that conclusion. That's why, I mean, the likes of Sophia would always still trend. Once she has money, you see people, that's my role model. That's my role model.
And then they come into a meeting and they're like, so what are we talking about today?
Hey, this country.
And then they'll come into the meeting, they'll be like, so what are we talking today? I was like, I thought you knew. No, I don't know. So explain. But I feel like with that part, it's you can show that you're beautiful. You can have that beautiful image, and as you said, it's also about having the brains, because you don't want to seem like you're having all these procedures, you're having all this beauty, and then you come into a meeting looking stupid. Like, I don't think sounding, looking
stupid.
It's about, I feel like it's about like how you also portray yourself. So it's like you kind of look stupid when you say something as well. So but at the same time, kind
of look stupid when you say something.
Oh, thank you. That's my quote for today. That's my quote for today. Also, can we just like pause for a second? Give me a hand.
Am I safe?
Can we just look at her nails just for like a second? This is giving gorgeous.
I don't understand where this baby is taking us.
I had to just pause for a second.
Go on the short break then. Let's go on the short break, guys. To come back with more gossip for you. Stay with us.
Hi, it's your girl, Luca Rose, and I'm giving a shout out to Gossip Gala. Mwah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Craze, aka Craze Clan, aka Did This Shock You, aka Papa Ade, and you are watching Gossip Gala. The gist is the gala. Chop 'em.
Hi, I'm Abigail Tiwala Nubi. Shout out to Gossip Gala.
This season on Heartlines, we're committed to making a difference in people's lives. So Heartlines, in partnership with Reda Consult, is offering 12 free slots of counseling every quarter for people in need of professional counseling. Additionally, we're taking on 2 pro bono cases for individuals navigating a challenging divorce. To participate, please send an email to counsel@vedaconsult.com with your story. Our team will carefully review all submissions and will contact all the shortlisted candidates. Heartlines is live Mondays to Fridays at 10 p.m. So engage with us.
All right, thank you so much for staying with us.
They can't hear me in the background, but now I said it.
Okay, so let me give you guys updates, right? We have here, Asake has promised to purchase a house for his father, that's Fatai, and cover his medical expenses. Then I think Fatai also stated that Asake has agreed to, take responsibility for that's the daughter, ensuring that she's okay and all of that. I really love this update.
That's
too.
cute. That's really
so good.
sweet.
Yeah.
Like, no
That's the Asake that I know.
That we know. Yes.
Mr. Money. But I mean, I also want, one thing, when I saw the story, it came to, one thing that came to head was, okay, why is all of this happening? And that's why I said on the breakfast show this morning that everybody should just rest, please. Asake just literally left the YPNL, this year. Do you understand? He has not birth. You guys should allow him, please. There's a lot of things that I'm expecting him to do this year. Is it this family drama?
I don't think
baby
he needs
mama?
that. He really doesn't need so much of that.
He doesn't need it, please. Because
really
it's
doesn't.
easy for us to, forget that he's a musician. I'll start thinking he's a content
he's
creator.
literally a
you know how it
celebrity,
is in this
yeah.
country. So please, I like the fact that he has solved. Yeah, I like the fact that he has
You know what?
solved.
In general, give celebrities a break. Because no matter it depends on the celebrity. Okay,
Because
you know what?
Stop celebrating at all to give themselves a break. Let's not lie. The likes of Kanye.
We are not going into Kanye today.
We
are not going into Kanye today.
That's a long story.
We can spend a whole time on Gossip Gala just to go about Kanye West.
That guy is a full book. No joke. It's like
300 pages each.
Hey, Jesus. Chapter 1.
Chapter 1. Kanye shows up to.
Let's talk a bit about Burna Boy because there's a lot going here.
Burna
the Lambo. So let's talk about it.
What's going on with this?
I'm so tired of this.
So
Can everybody
tired.
rest? Please. Okay, so on this one we have Sex for Lambo. Chloe Bailey hints at separation from Burna Boy. You are not even worth it. We don't know whether she's talking to Burna Boy or she's not talking to Burna Boy. I don't know why you people just carry it in your head. Because, the last update on this was the fact that we heard that Chloe unfollowed Burna Boy. Given the whole story we heard now, concerning him pursuing, what's her name? Sophia, right?
Sophia.
And promising, allegedly, promising, what's her name? Sophia a Lamborghini, right? And at the end of the day, we did not see, even though, there's an update about the fact that we did not see the Lambo and Sophia had to go and buy the Lambo by herself. But again, that's a story that will continue later because we literally are going to talk about it later. But let's talk about Chloe and Burna Boy. What do you think about, now that she came up with a song, right? She's working on a song, but the lyrics that was put out there or that she sang made everybody like, is this particular lyrics the normal song or is she singing to Burna Boy? What exactly is going on? So according to the lyrics, I'll just state out this as the the highlights of all the things that she sang, and it says here, "You are not even worth it. Got me out here looking crazy. You wasted all my time." All these things in one song, in one. Okay.
She's emotional. She's very emotional right now.
But how sure are we that she's actually even speaking to Burna Boy?
Because I mean, like. But who else would she be speaking to in this one? Who else would she be speaking to in this one? Maybe if like the song is for like girls or something like that, that's maybe a relatable kind of song, so that maybe she'll be singing for us girls and stuff like that. But who else would she be directing this to? The fact that this like music video comes out immediately after all of these rumors or whatever is definitely targeted at Mr. Burner. Like, what's going on? I don't know what to say. I feel like it's just very targeted and very personal.
Very personal.
Very personal for sure. Like,
how would you feel if you're not shoes? Let me be very realistic with you guys. I don't think I feel a certain way. Given that, I mean, we've seen the trajectory of all the musicians, home and abroad, right? The way they do their things. Is it the last one, the Two-Face Dibia story? There's a lot. There's a lot. There are many persons. There's so many. We have the Davido story there glaring at you. It's very much obvious. So, I mean, what makes you think that because he has been able to keep very good track of, I mean, till now we've not heard plenty or so many women scandal around him and all, doesn't mean that he's different from the others. Do you understand? Again, I'm not saying that that's how Burna Boy would end up or that's whatever, but
that's
I hope
gonna be
like
his
you get my
lifestyle.
point.
I know what you mean.
I feel like that's a lifestyle that is associated with musicians in general. I think that's it. So what do you think about it? I mean, given the whole Chloe unfollowed, given Chloe has lyrics that is pointed to Burna and all, I feel like, I mean, if she's very pissed, and again, I get that part because the whole Rolex exchange, all the kisses and all that was so. But I feel like it's something that you should also know back of your head.
I feel like it's a situation of communication again. I feel like it's talking to the guy. If you're in a relationship with a guy, so on and so forth, and then you unfollow him and stuff like that, he's gonna wonder, why did she unfollow me? Why is this happening?
Right.
Or why did she probably? I saw that. I saw that.
Go on,
Secondly,
my love.
please, let's not start on Gossip Gala.
Hey,
Wait.
back for me now.
So he'll be wondering, why did she unfollow me? What's going on? Is that something I did wrong?
Right.
Why did she probably make lyrics that probably targeted at me? So she's obviously got to message him and say, this is how I feel, and so on and so forth. And maybe she'll put in some of the lyrics there in the conversation. God knows what they're going to talk about. But I feel like it just comes down to really comes down to the communication, because you need to talk it out with the guy. Like, were you
I don't think
actually
there's anything to be talked
I feel like, are you actually going to like get the woman a Lambo? Were you actually going to do this all for her? At the end of the day, she got her own Lambo.
Do you know why there's nothing to talk about?
Why?
Now, whether it's true or not, we know that Burna actually slept with this girl, yeah?
Yes.
And he actually promised her a Lambo.
Uh-huh.
Now, imagine, I mean, if rumors are actually true, if the rumors we've been hearing are actually true, that they were dating, that means they were dating, I mean, and you're sleeping with someone else. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
I know what you mean. I do know what you mean.
So, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me, like I said. Whether I was earlier, whether I was after, I really don't care. But I just know that there are some kind of people, I mean, their personality alone, you will know that, okay, this is not the kind of person I want to keep around me. It's simple.
But I know, but you know...
Again, I can promise another person Lambo because he wants to get down with her. Who
but
are
I
you?
feel...
He would do more to get you. So by the time you get down,
cheating,
he's going to move on to the next person.
But cheating is bad. Yeah, cheating is horrible. There's no explanation for cheating on someone, so and so forth. But at the same time, like, you do gotta like tell the person, or like ask the person, why did you do this to me?
Right.
Why do I deserve this? Like, and then you gotta really explain. You gotta, like, the guy will have to explain to why his actions, why he did this. If the rumors are even true, oh, why were you gonna buy her a Lamborghini? Why were you gonna do this all for her and stuff like that? But you weren't gonna do this for me. Why are you doing so much for her but not for me? So on and so forth. So I feel like it's just explanations, communication. Tell her, like, literally just tell her why this is going on.
They'll be all right.
They'll be all right.
It's big people's problem because
imagine I'm having a big people problem. It's big people problem.
I want to be having this kind of problem. I'm talking about Lamborghini.
It's your growing ages. You guys are having fights like this. Please, go to bed.
I beg. All right, but continuation on the story. Yeah. So he has here that both Amma and Sophia is looking like they have reconciled. I mean, we know what happened. In the voice notes we all heard, according to them, late. Even though I shall know who posted it, but that's a conversation for another day. If you want me to give you that update, you're gonna pay me. But coming back to the story,
don't pay her.
But coming back to this story, if you remember the voice notes, you will hear when Sophia was saying that, oh, Amma instigated this whole thing. Amma made it look like, Amma made it look like Bona was going to, get down with her and give her the Lambo. According to Sophia, right, she made it look like Amma was the one forcing her to do this thing. Like, and again, according to Sophia, they are literally friends. And there's that, one thing about having to hear things from your friend, and your friend is persuading you that, no worry, I did with you. This guy, if you do this kind of thing, anything one or two go get like this, that Lambo go reach your hand, that kind of thing. So she felt like at the end of the day, when the Lambo did not come and Bona did not give her the Lambo and all,
and she had to go get it for herself and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She felt like, Amma would have probably stood up for her. I'm giving that they are friends and all. But now we don't hear updates say if you be saying a planned thing, even though
that's what I'm thinking. I feel like this is just a joke.
Exactly.
I feel like this is just a joke because we don't hear anything from them. They just go bye social media. We don't hear nothing from them. So it's definitely just a joke or a skit. God knows what's going on, but it's absurd. Like, how do you just disappear from social media without any word or anything like that? And this reconciliation, if it did happen, imagine two girls ganging up on one guy. I'm here for it. I'm actually here for it. It's entertaining. I promise you. It's actually really entertaining.
Right. But let me just take 1-2 comment on the story, right? Because when I saw the story at first, I'm like, okay. I feel like they've actually been together and all, and I feel like there was nothing leaked. It was just posted. Let's be real with ourselves in this country. We like to be very, very, corny about things, but like, obviously you can literally see it, that it's glaring, it's obvious, right? So anybody coming out to say anything, I just feel like these people know what they are doing, and probably they just did it to chase clout, which I feel like there's an atom of chasing of clout. Chase clouting,
100%. Yeah.
But let me just take out 2 comments. Now we have one person from Honey stating they have been hanging out since the incident, drinking champagne together. It was all planned.
Can we get the keyword planned?
Thank you. And drinking champagne. That was his important. All right, the next one from DJ Soft says, I am very sure they were together the day that stuff leaked.
Yes.
It wasn't leaked, my dear. It was posted. They are 2 different things.
Please. Yes.
So yeah, I just feel like the fact that people are actually talking about this is something that I knew about already. Because somebody was sitting there, they've been seeing them taking pictures together, posing for the camera and all on Snap and on Snapchat, And in my head, I'm like, how come you guys are just seeing this now? Do you understand what I'm saying? If you see why 2 persons they fight, you go no. Especially 2 women, you go no. Social media social media would actually be more hotter than the way it was. Do you understand? So
you know what? My question is, why would you go with a guy that you know that he's been with? Know that he's been with this woman. Yes. You've seen this woman online, and then you decide, you know what? I'm gonna hook up with that guy. I'm gonna hook up with that guy, and then you guys decide to be the best of friends all of a sudden and stuff like that. Why would you be Why would this Chloe girl be friends with a woman that that knew that he was with you?
Right.
And then you guys are becoming friends. I would not even become friends with that woman. I'd be like, you knew I was with that guy, and you still decide to be with him. Please leave me alone.
You know, there's something that actually came to a head. I think I was just thinking about it. What if, again, is what if, allegedly, everything that can
Keyword,
be used,
guys,
let it be
if.
used,
If.
What if probably this Sophia and Amma, whatever, there's probably like a comeback, probably because of the story we've heard from Chloe, stating that, oh, Chloe is no longer on, so Chloe is no longer following Bona again.
Yes.
And probably there's an avenue or there's a open room for Sophia to come in. Does that make sense?
Yes.
That is just what came to a head.
I don't.
Again, it's not true.
I'm
It's
just not
not true.
understanding. Me, I'm not just understanding at all. But you know what? We move on with life. I can't lie.
Yes.
It's not our business, and it's grown people still arguing over relationship and everything like that. Please, if you can't handle a relationship, or just or you know that you're going to cheat, please fix yourself up, because I don't understand this whole cheating thing.
Yeah.
Please stick with your partner. If you really love your partner, just stick with your partner. If you don't love your partner, just say it to their face and say, really, I don't want to be in the partner's relationship. Say it straight out. You don't have to beat around the bush and cheat on them with another person. Get yourself a glass of water and drink that.
Nice. As we were in the court, like I said, court, arise. We've come to the end of the show. Thank you so much, my love. Are you not going to shake me?
Oh!